You just heard a demo of the Cali76 Stacked Edition from Origin Effects. If you're not familiar with this, it is a compressor that is a take on a famous studio technique of running one 1176 compressor into another to get a lot of sustain and great tones. You take what is basically two compressors in one box, add a dry blend control and in and out gain, and you get the ability to get a lot of great tones from this compressor. But it comes at a price. This pedal is almost $400 retail. So today I'm asking the question, is it worth it? Let's clarify what we're talking about here. Is it worth it? I'm really asking this from a player's perspective. Someone like you, someone like me who has limited resources. We only have so much money to spend on gear, and we want to allocate those funds the best that we can to things that are going to suit our needs and help us play and inspire us to play. What I'm not asking is, should Origin Effects charge this much for this pedal? It is obviously super well crafted. A lot of time and expertise has gone in creating it, and it does. It sounds great, and there's no doubt in my mind that it's going to stand up to the rigors of the road or whatever else you throw at it. But the question is, should you or should I spend this much money on this pedal? There might be other pedals that suit your needs just fine, that sound incredible as well, that cost much less, and you can use that extra money towards something else. It's maybe a little more fun. Compressors aren't necessarily, in my opinion, the most fun pedal. Not something like a delay or a reverb or some kind of modulation effect. They're a workhorse, they're a tool. If you use compressors as almost a strictly always on compressor, I don't know if the Cali76 Stacked Edition is for you. There are a lot of other compressors that do this type of compression really well, and I feel like if you're only using it for this, that this compressor is a bit overkill. While it does do those types of sounds really well, you might be more suited to one of the other versions of the Cali76 that cost a little less and have a few more options to dial in that kind of sound. I think versatility is the key with this compressor. It does a lot of stuff. So if you're someone who needs a compressor who is going to be tweaking it a lot, getting different types of sounds for different songs, whether that be in the studio or live, the Cali76 provides a lot of different sounds and a lot of different approaches and styles of compression. Probably my favorite use for this pedal is using it for slide, and I think part of it is that this is what this pedal was designed to do. The idea of running two compressors in a row in series is something that has been done for years in the studio, particularly with Lowell George, who used this technique to get a very clean yet very sustained Strat slide sound. Now, again, I think versatility is the name of the game when it comes to this compressor. It does so much, and for me, I love that about it. Especially when I'm here in my home studio, I'm constantly, wanting to get different sounds, whether that be slide or a jangly rhythm part or just kind of an always on, just gently evening everything out style of compression. Whatever the case, I don't know that I've played another compressor that does all of this as well as the stacked edition of the Cali76. There have been times when live I've had up to 3 compressors on my board for different uses or using 2 at one time. But with this pedal, I can get all of those sounds with one thing. Now, that brings me to another thought that seems ridiculous to even say, but in some ways I wish this thing had presets, because I like all of the different sounds, and being able to jump between all those sounds would be amazing. But again, it already does so much, and I know implementing something like that in a pedal like this would be really tough and would just make it even more expensive. So the question is it worth it? In the end, you can only answer that for yourself. If you're someone who just uses a compressor for one sound, one setting, you might be able to find something else for less money that can serve your needs just as well as this. Whether it be from Origin Effects or somebody else, there are a lot of other great compressors out there. Obviously, this thing does a ton of stuff and gets lots of great sounds. So if you're someone who is a session player or someone like myself who plays in a lot of different situations and you want to get different types of tones from your compressor, then this might be the ticket. And I think for me, you know, right now it's staying on the board. We'll see if it sticks around, but again, I'm really digging it, and I don't know that I have played a more versatile compressor. With a lot of gear, I think about it in terms of efficiency. Is this piece of gear going to help me make music quickly and easily? Is it going to inspire me? Is it going to hold up over time? All of these things are things that I want to think about when I'm considering a purchase. And more than ever, there are plenty of budget options when it comes to great sounding pedals. So it makes it even harder. There's definitely gear that I've bought because it was cool or because I thought it would be the missing link in my tone search, and I've been really disappointed. So at this point in time, for me, whenever I'm looking at new gear, whenever I'm looking to pick up something, I'm trying to come up with a specific thing that I want that for. What is it going to help me accomplish that I can't already do with something I have? That's going to do it for this one. If you like this video, definitely let me know. I'm thinking about making this a series, kind of a is it worth it series on expensive pedals and seeing if I think they're worth spending that much money on. Let me know what you think. If you haven't done so already, definitely hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future content. I'm consistently putting out guitar-related content as well as some guitar recording content. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely hit subscribe. All right, until next time, I'll see you out there.